Welcome to Scrapping with Krista. Today I will show you how to make this cute slider card that will fit into a 4x8 envelope. For a full list of supplies, visit my blogspot. For this card, you will need 8x7 piece of white cardstock, 3x4 piece of white cardstock, and a 3x4 piece of raspberry cardstock. These pieces are going to be used for the ovals that we will make. You will also need a 1.5 by 8 piece of white cardstock and a 2.5 by 8 piece of raspberry cardstock. You will also need some pattern paper from the Cake My Day, which is going to be 2.25 by 6.5, and the raspberry cardstock is 2.5 by 6.75. You also need foam squares, and here's the Cake My Day stickers. We'll use some of them from this pack. And here is the Cake My Day pattern paper. And here's the one we're going to be using, but you could use any of these and it's going to look really nice. We're also going to be using the custom cutting system with the oval templates, and we're going to be using the red and the green to make the ovals that go with this card. And last but not least, we're going to be using the border maker system, and we're going to be using the chevron cartridge, and this is the base, and then it has a housing, and you just put the cartridge in and it works great. I'll show you how to work it in a minute. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to use the border maker and punch out some chevron. So basically it's very easy to use. You just put the cardstock into the guide and click down the magnetic strip and fold it back, and then punch with the little guides. The notches will line up, and then you just move it along, and it makes really easy and perfect punch every time. Now that we've done that, we're going to cut off the remaining part of the cardstock. You'll want to make sure that it is about the same on each side of the chevron, so it looks equal when we're doing the card. Once you've cut all the excess off, we're going to glue it on to the white piece of cardstock to create the pull, and we're going to use the repositional tape runner so you can't see all the glue. Now we're going to tape the pattern paper and the cardstock together, and then we're going to be making a window for this part of the card, and the hole will be 1.25 by 4.75. So how to do this is we'll take your trimmer and measure at 5/8 and start at 1 inch, and then make a cut of 4.75, and then at the bottom we will be at 1 inch. And now we're going to turn it over, and again at 5/8 and then start at 1 inch and then go up to 1 inch on the other side. Now we're going to join the two cuts together, and that is at the 1 inch mark. So if you put your paper right to the edge of your trimmer, then that's the 1 inch mark. And here it is again. I'll show you maybe a little closer, you'll be able to see. Go to the 1 inch and then it'll be 1 1/4 cut. Now that we've done that, we're going to use foam squares to stick the base onto the card. So to do that, we need to line up the chevron slider with the back of the base. So as you could see it, you want to see it kind of in the middle, so we'll center it on the back and use foam squares and put them along the edges, so that way it'll slide freely. So once you've done lining up all the foam squares along the side of the white strip, you'll be able to take off all the back of the sticky parts and we'll be able to glue it onto our base of our card. Once it's stuck on the base, we're going to use our stickers and stick our saying on in the opening. So you're going to want to make sure that it is on the right hand side. That way when you do your pull, it's not going to get covered because the little pull sort of overlaps the hole a little bit. Now you're going to put the pole inside the opening, and it's going to be able to come out the other side. So what we're going to do for a stopper is put the foam squares in the window part, and that helps stop it from going all the way through. And that also is used to put our saying on with our oval. Now the pole will not go all the way through and it stops on each side, so we'll put that aside and we're going to make the ovals for that part, and we'll use the red and the green cutters to cut out these ovals. And as you could see on the template, the red and the green are two different sizes, so we will cut the raspberry cardstock first with the red and then the white cardstock with the green, which is the smaller size. Now that we're done our oval, we will stick it on the foam squares that we put on the slider, and we will tape them together, and then we'll stick them on. Now we're going to stick on our hooray. This is such a fun card. I just can't quit playing with the pull tab. So now you're going to cut so then it looks more like an arrow shape at the end. So you'll pull it out a little bit so you could get at the shape a little bit better. Now all we have to do is stick on the border sticker, and we'll put that along the bottom, and you can use any of these stickers. They all look nice, and I chose the diamond one, and then we're done. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you visit my blog for some more ideas. See you soon.